So I have to go deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper off of drift. And so now I'm off of drift, and what I'm realizing is that I'm surviving, but I'm not thriving. And I'm like, I'm trying to stay afloat, but I can't swim. And I'm like, why'd you send me out here? Like, this don't make no sense. I'm about to die, metaphorically, of course. And then I realized that's what it is. I have to drown. I have to die. And that's why I said, when you're out in the ocean and you don't got no life vest, you ain't got no life raft, and it's just you, and the storm is coming, and you're drowning, don't pray for your life. Pray for more water.
Yep, that's what he said.
And the water is what renews me. And that's why I say in the song called, that's when Slate died and I came back to land a saint reborn. Because that name, although it's just something more personal, a saint, that's real, that's a real heavenly body. And for me, I had to die of myself, metaphorically, of course I ain't died. But I had to realize, like, you were the problem for yourself. You were the damage. You and the land. Yeah, the land was the temptation or the situation, but you were the catalyst. Right. And so being out in the water, I had to drown, die, and renew myself. Right. And that's why I say pray for my water, because you're thinking I'm going to die, this is the end, I can't handle it, but that's exactly what you need to get to the other side. Yeah. So rather than pray for your life, pray for more water. And as the water comes and the storm comes, there's two options. You can fall victim to the slaughter, or you can rise above. Yeah. And of course, I rose above.
I was thinking like that till I was 35.
I've been wanting to retell that, from that skit that you did, and I was like, I don't want to mess it up. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad that that I had the opportunity to come here to check it out. But I always just appreciated just the lyrics and things, and because people ask me, like even today, I was busy, I was doing things, this barbecue's jumping off, and I'm like, hold the chicken right now. I gotta go see this brother, and support him. And I was just like, man, so just listen to things lyrically, like, yeah, there's a balance, and there's like, well, who does it sound like? And I was like, you something that you have to hear or just listen to for yourself. And I said the probably the quickest way I could do, I was like, well, picture like a J.Cole, Kendrick Lamar, Lupe, and maybe Kanye just bunched into one on steroids. What? And they was like, well, what do you mean? Like, where you going? You know what I'm saying? I was like, that's the only way I could describe it. Stay tuned.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So I just definitely want to say, hey, man,
wow.
I love what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing, man. I've been in the industry for a while and seen artists and things like that, but you're like a true definition of an artist, and I support artists. You know what I'm saying? Just people that just think differently and things. Because there's always going to be a bridge with the music, like you said. The music is what's going to draw them in. Once you get them like this, you got them. And then, your flow and just what you're talking about, your subject matter is just going to reel them in, man. So you're speaking to a whole generation, man, between young and even people my age. I'm probably like 20 years your senior. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, you're speaking to me, and I'm like, man, I didn't think about it like that. Or that's just the way. So, but that way you set up that skit, and when I was at the show, I was like, oh my gosh, woo, this brother here.
He needs a movement, like a young movement.
Yeah, because they're out there.
Yeah, they're out there. And that's talking kids who've been in, because they let these kids out of foster care with nothing, just throw them out there in the world. These kids are lost. I think you could really be the voice for the young people. You need a movement. You really do. You really do.
Well, he talked about the homeless team.
Yeah.
So
and sex
that's it
trafficking.
right there. That's it right
I
there.
heard it when it was in this interview. Yeah, you are very needed for young people right now.
Yeah.
Because they're lost. And then you got somebody your age that's speaking this kind of, stuff and messages from here, there, knocking me all upside my big ass grown head. I'm like, what did you just say?
But it's true, though. I mean, from what you're saying.
Yeah, I was thinking about water at 18 and cleansing. I was thinking about swimming. I want to get to the pool.
I think on my era, we had Public Enemy, like KRS-One. And
right.
And I'm thinking like the song, like KRS-One did a song called like Black Cop. And he was talking about Black Cop. but then it was like a party record. Like people was like in the club, like
Right.
But when you listen to the message, you know,
It's
it was
totally
there.
right.
But people were still able to party and they were still able to do it. But there was just so much of a strong message in that. You know, even like a group like Public Enemy, strong message.
Right, like
but you were
Fight the
still
Power
able
and all
to
that,
you're still
you know.
able to move and do it. So there is a you know there's a balance. So I'm saying that
we want
it
to
can
see,
it can be done. It can be
Flavor
done.
Flav, we just want to see him do the Fight the Power.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's what
I
it
remember
was.
he was just out there with it.
Yeah.
They got people up, you know.
That's right.
And they made everybody want to get up and fight the power.
Yeah.
Because they was on stage really pumping
That's
it.
what's up.
You know?
So it can be done. So the messages that you bring across, I believe in, and it can be out there. You are speaking to, you know, people from different generations and things like that. So I just say, hey, keep doing what you're doing, man. And like I said, anything I can do to help, I'm already on it.
All right, let's
Got
do
that
it.
on camera.
Let's rock.
We're gonna get that good old video.
Yeah.
I just text them right then when I was talking to you. Whenever you get ready.
That's right. Thank
Open
you.
before you go to New York.
One piece of advice, you know, that I want to give you, having brought my son through the industry, that I learned along the way and built a lot of great relationships. Just to move your project along faster, reach out to some of the producers
Okay.
that already have hits on the radio.
Okay.
You know, that are here in the South. Like I said, how are you gonna come to the, you know, with this New York feel? Now you're in hot Atlanta, so there's a lot of great producers, and they're not hard to work with. That, you know, it costs a lot of money sometimes to get Future on your track, or somebody on your track where you can just have that one hit song and just blow up. But you can do it with a light budget through producers as well. You know, if you have a hit song produced by, you know, a lot of, you know, Beethoven. You know, it's a lot of producers that if they hear your work, they'll be like, oh yeah, I work with you. You know what I mean? So reach out to a lot of your local producers, even producers that you may be familiar with up north too, because all you have to do is put that's how you build your fan base faster than anything, is connecting to somebody who already has a fan base.
Right. Collaborations. Yeah.
Collaborations. And now they be like, oh, so and so produced that song. Oh man, I'm gonna listen to that. I'm gonna play that on the radio because that producer produced that song. Now you don't have to necessarily pay to be on the radio, and that's just one niche that a lot of people avoid, because they'll go out and spend $5,000 and get Young Dro, or you know, some of your B-list artists, you know, that need a quick $5,000 or $10,000. And your project still don't go nowhere. But with a lot of your producers, you know, and with producers, what I found in the industry is if they like you, they gonna mess with you. You know what I mean? They'll work out the money later.
Exactly.
You know, so that's just, you know, that's just, you know, my advice on how you can, you know, get in the industry quicker, you know.
Thank you.
Connecting with the music producers.
Okay. I know we got to wrap up. We on overtime, but we just want to say thank you to everybody.
Yes, thank you.
Oh my gosh, for coming out tonight. We know it's the holiday weekend, and Wanda D, thank you so much for hosting it on the I Am Enough talk show. Thank you to all of the Instinct Radio staff, the producer. Thank you so much, y'all, and everybody that came out.
I Am Enough team.
Oh, sorry. But thank you, Instinct Radio, for having us in the building. And the I Am Enough team.
They're real serious about that.
Okay.